You come into the world inside a paper prison. No soft nest, no loving family moment, just a cramped little hexagonal chamber made from chewed-up wood spit. Welcome to life as a wasp. And before you even crawl out properly, half the world already hates you. Humans panic when they see you, birds want to eat you, other insects fear you. Even your own colony barely cares whether you survive or not, because in wasp society, you are completely disposable. And somehow, things only get worse from there. The first thing you notice after hatching is hunger, extreme hunger. Your body is basically a tiny biological machine screaming for protein. So worker wasps immediately shove food into your mouth. Not nice food, not nectar, chunks of half-chewed caterpillar meat, freshly paralyzed spiders, crushed insects mashed into disgusting protein paste. Congratulations, your first meal is insect smoothie. And while bees spend their lives collecting pollen peacefully, your family runs an airborne murder operation. Every day, workers leave the nest hunting living prey. Caterpillars get sliced apart alive, flies get dragged home missing legs, spiders are ripped from webs mid-existence. The forest around your colony basically functions like a non-stop horror movie. And eventually, you join the workforce too, because wasp childhood lasts about 5 seconds. Unlike bees, wasps don't build wax hives. You build paper, which sounds adorable until you realize how stupidly fragile it is. Workers scrape wood from fences, trees, houses, benches, even cardboard. Then they chew it into pulp using saliva. Tiny flying construction workers making spit paper apartments. The colony slowly grows, layer by layer. One bad storm? Gone. One hungry raccoon? Gone. One human with bug spray and anger issues, entire civilization deleted under 30 seconds. And humans really hate wasps. People will burn your nest, drown it, spray poison into every entrance, blast it with hoses. Some humans literally destroy nests for fun online. You're basically born into a species with terrible public relations. The outside world is unbelievably dangerous. Birds hunt you constantly, lizards snap you from walls, dragonflies intercept you mid-air like tiny fighter jets, spiders build webs specifically designed to catch insects exactly like you, and if you get trapped in one, good luck. You'll feel silk wrapping around your legs while the spider slowly approaches like a horror villain. Sometimes the spider eats you immediately, sometimes it stores you alive for later. Amazing! Nature somehow found a way to make things even more disturbing. But honestly, predators aren't even the worst part. Parasites are. Because parasites absolutely love wasps.
Some parasitic flies inject eggs directly into wasp larvae, meaning something else starts growing inside your body while you're still alive. Parasitic worms hijack nervous systems. Mites drain your strength slowly. Fungus can infect your body and literally burst outward later. And then there are the parasitoid wasps, which are basically the supervillains of the insect world. Some species paralyze caterpillars and lay eggs inside them. The babies hatch, then slowly eat the host alive from the inside out. And yes, sometimes this happens to other wasps too. Imagine discovering your species invented chest bursters before science fiction did. If you're born female worker caste, your future is miserable. No vacations, no freedom, no retirement. You spend every second working until death, building nests, feeding larvae, cleaning chambers, defending the colony, hunting food, repairing damage, overheating your wings in summer temperatures, all while the queen sits deep inside the nest, laying eggs non-stop like a biological factory machine. And the queen herself? Her life also sucks because she starts alone.
Every colony begins with a single queen surviving winter, which is incredibly hard already. Most queens freeze to death, starve, get eaten, or never find shelter. But if she survives, spring becomes chaos. She must build an entire nest completely alone, tiny paper cells, one by one, while simultaneously protecting herself. Then she lays the first eggs. Now comes the exhausting part, because she must feed the babies too. Meaning the queen hunts alone, builds alone, defends alone, raises larvae alone. Imagine being a single mother, except every child will eventually grow up armed with venom. And if the first workers die early, the colony collapses instantly, months of work erased. Your superpower causes constant problems. Ah, yes, the sting, the thing humans fear most, your species' greatest weapon. And honestly, it creates endless problems. Because humans never forget getting stung. One bad interaction, and suddenly they declare eternal war against your bloodline. But stinging isn't free for you either. Flying around with venom means everything treats you as dangerous. Animals attack preemptively, humans panic instantly, and colony defense missions are horrifying. When predators attack the nest, workers rush out in massive swarms, thousands of angry insects colliding into enemies at full speed. You sting repeatedly, bite constantly, release alarm pheromones that basically scream, "Die, die, die." The air becomes chaos, wings buzzing, bodies falling, venom everywhere. Many workers die defending the nest, and the colony barely notices because workers are replaceable.
Human civilization accidentally became wasp nightmare mode. Cars kill you constantly, windows trap you endlessly, artificial lights confuse your navigation, sugary drinks lure you into death traps, and picnics? Absolute war zones. 1 second you smell soda or meat, the next some giant ape starts screaming and swinging flip-flops at your face. Humans react to wasps like medieval villagers seeing dragons, and honestly, sometimes your species doesn't help itself, because late summer wasps become complete maniacs. The late summer madness. Here's the problem. Early in the season, larvae produce sweet secretions that workers eat, basically sugary rewards for raising babies. But near the end of summer, the colony changes. Larvae numbers drop, food shortages begin, worker wasps suddenly lose their main sugar source, and they become desperate. That's when you start invading human food, soda cans, fruit, ice cream, barbecues. Anything sweet becomes a target, which explains why late summer wasps act like tiny caffeinated criminals. They're starving, exhausted, and biologically programmed to keep searching for sugar at all costs. So now humans hate you even more. Fantastic.
If you're born male, things somehow become even more pathetic. Male wasps exist for basically one purpose: mating. That's it. You don't help build nests, you don't defend colonies well, you mostly wander around trying not to die before reproduction season. Then, mating finally happens, and afterward, the colony abandons you completely. When winter approaches, worker wasps stop feeding males. They're kicked out of nests, left outside to starve or freeze. Imagine your entire civilization looking at you and saying, "Thanks for the genetics, good luck dying." Cold. Very cold. Then comes the final horror: winter. And winter destroys almost everything. Entire colonies collapse. Workers die first. Food disappears. Temperatures crash. The once massive, buzzing civilization becomes silent. Empty paper chambers hang abandoned in trees like ghost towns. Millions of individuals gone. Only a few new queens survive. That's it. An entire empire erased every single year. Imagine humanity rebuilding civilization from one survivor annually. That's basically wasp life. And those surviving queens, they crawl into cracks, logs, roofs, or underground shelters, alone, wading through freezing darkness for spring, hoping they survive long enough to start the nightmare all over again. So yes, being born as a wasp absolutely sucks. You hatch into a world where almost everything hates you. Your childhood involves insect meat smoothies. Parasites want to control your body. Predators constantly hunt you. Humans launch chemical warfare against your house. Your society treats workers as disposable. Males get abandoned. Entire colonies die every winter. And despite all that, wasps still survive. They build cities out of spit and wood, control pest populations, defend colonies with terrifying bravery, and dominate ecosystems almost everywhere on Earth, which honestly makes them one of nature's most ruthless survivors, even if absolutely nobody invited them to the picnic.